Friends and neighbors, we should be as mad as hell, and we're not going to take it anymore. Why? Well, we've had another mass shooting. This one in a Texas elementary school. This tragedy was made possible because an unbalanced 18-year-old boy was able to legally purchase 2 assault rifles. An 18-year-old buying assault rifles is sheer lunacy. The Texas legislature should be very proud of itself. 19 children and 2 teachers were literally blown apart by powerful rounds from an assault rifle. Some of the bodies were so unrecognizable that DNA had to be used for identification. It is absolutely absurd that in Texas, although you cannot buy alcohol or tobacco until you are 21, you can easily and legally purchase assault weapons when you are 18. Who benefits by this law? The gun manufacturers, of course. But hold on, folks. We shouldn't talk about this right now, so soon after the shooting, because the Republicans will accuse us of politicizing the event. But this is the very same party which blocks all attempts at comprehensive, strict gun laws. Yes, there is an undeniable political component to this disaster. Republicans have a pat answer for these mass shootings. The problem is not with guns, oh no, but with mental illness. Compare the difficulty of identifying and treating mental illness to simply outlawing assault rifles and enacting strict gun control laws. How do we identify an individual with mental illness? How do we get them to treatment? And who is going to pay for the treatment? The Republicans? Ha! Mental illness may be an issue, but this problem has no practical solution. On the other hand, controlling the sale of firearms is a practical solution. Republicans have absolutely no excuse for blocking strict gun control laws. Instead, they rely on the Second Amendment. What practical measures can we take that do not conflict with the Second Amendment? The Second Amendment says that we have the right to bear arms. Does it also say we have to make it easy to do so? Does it prevent us from setting an age limit to buy a firearm? Does the Second Amendment prevent us from imposing stiff excise tax on firearms? Does it prohibit background checks? Does it prohibit mandatory liability insurance? To drive a vehicle, you must have liability insurance because the automobile can cause great damage accidentally or intentionally. Does our Constitution prevent us from requiring liability insurance to own a firearm? The answer to all of the above is absolutely no. A good 90% of our citizens want strict gun control. This includes responsible gun owners. By ignoring the majority's wishes, Republican lawmakers are really not being public servants at all. They are serving themselves. Having no rational excuse for not supporting strict gun control laws, you have to wonder what their secret motivation really is. Are they being paid off handsomely by lobbyists with funds from the gun manufacturers? Ted Cruz is a good spokesman for the Republicans. In his own words, he wants to improve gun safety while still protecting Second Amendment rights. How can Second Amendment rights even be mentioned in the same breath with gun safety? Ted finds them to be of equal value. Second Amendment rights are completely irrelevant in today's world. They were drafted to protect a fledgling state from possible invasion. We are no longer a fledgling state, and we have the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Marines to protect us. Ted relies on scare techniques. He knows that it takes an act of God to alter our Constitution. The Second Amendment is safe. At the very least, banning the assault rifle is a no-brainer. If a shooter is limited to semi-automatic handguns, his number of fatalities and injuries will be greatly reduced. The assault rifle is not appropriate for self-defense or home defense. These weapons have the ability to not only penetrate an intruder, but to continue on to the shooter's wall and into a neighbor's home. Assault rifle for hunting? No way. Hunting animals is supposed to take skill and cunning. It is not wholesale slaughter. Our best hope in this gun safety battle lies with our school children. When they reach voting age, politicians like Ted Cruz and his Confederates will be dust in the wind. This day cannot come too soon. Republicans argue that determining what is truly an assault rifle is not a clear-cut matter. They claim that weapons available to the public are not true assault rifles. Of course, features to determine what is an assault rifle could be established by gun experts. For instance, if a rifle is obviously designed to handle like an assault rifle, and if it can use a large capacity magazine, and if it uses ammo that exceeds a maximum determined muzzle velocity, then we could call it an assault rifle. In the final analysis, any lawmaker failing to vote for an assault rifle ban has just exposed himself or herself to being in the pocket of lobbyists and the gun manufacturers. Do we really want our representatives in the pocket of any special interest? This is a no-brainer.